Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this evening's swearing-in ceremony and special council meeting, which will mark the beginning of the 42nd Council of the City of Stirling. I would like to firstly welcome the City's honorary freemen, Tony Vallelonga and Mary Vallelonga, who will be performing the swearing-in ceremonial duties on behalf of the City. I would also like to congratulate our councillors-elect on their successful election result and welcome them here tonight along with our returning councillors, families and friends, and the members of our community who are either here in the chambers or at home watching the meeting via the live stream. Could I ask you to please all be upstanding while I read out the opening prayer and the acknowledgement of country. Almighty God, we ask you to guide us in all our discussions to show goodness, honesty, understanding and wisdom in all that we undertake to do. May we respect each other's views at all times, and we ask all of this in your name. Amen. On behalf of councillors, we'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation, on which this meeting is taking place, and show our respect for elders past, present and emerging. You can take your seats, thank you. Before we begin, please turn your mobile phones to silent, and a reminder that recording of the proceedings and meeting is prohibited unless prior approval has been granted. The first order of business tonight is for our councillors-elect to take the declaration of office, as required by section 2.291 of the Local Government Act 1995. I will now invite Freeman Tony Vallelonga JP to the lectern in the centre of the chamber to officiate the declarations of office for the councillors-elect. That was quick, you must have been ready for that.
Mayor.
In ward order, I would first like to call upon Councillor-elect Miss Andrea Criado, elected to the Balga ward.
I, Andrea...
Lift your right hand, please.
Sorry. I, Andrea Criado, of 7 Ballycpapan Avenue, Dianella, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Stirling, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly, and with integrity fulfill the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Stirling under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995.
That's it. Put your signature there. Thank you. Congratulations. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Done.
Congratulations, Councillor Andrea Criado. It's lovely to have you back. I will now call Councillor-elect Mr Tony Kristosevic, elected to the Coastal ward.
I, Tony Kristovich of 44 Coatland Drive, Stirling, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Stirling, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Stirling under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Councillor Kay. It's great to have you back as well. Councillor-elect Miss Elizabeth Ree, elected to the Doubleview ward.
I,
Elizabeth Ree of 6 Fry Place in Woodlands, having been elected to the office of councillor for the City of Stirling, declare that I take this office upon myself and will dutifully, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office of the people in this district according to my best judgment and ability, and I will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Stirling under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995.
There we are, congratulations on you. Just wait a bit, step. Congratulations.
And congratulations, Councillor Ree, and notably significant in terms of the longevity. I think we're coming up, is it the 5th term? Sixth term, sorry, completed 5 terms in the 6th term. One of the longest serving councillors the city I think has ever seen, so congratulations, well done. I now call up Councillor-elect Mr Carlo Perkov, elected to the Hammersley ward.
I, Carlo Perkov of 105 Amelia Street, Balcatta, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Stirling, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Stirling under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act of 1995.
Congratulations.
And congratulations, Councillor Perkov. Well known for his social media presence that rivals the City of Stirling media team. I call on Councillor-elect Miss Daniela Iron, elected to the Inglewood ward.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Rachel.
Yes. I, Daniela Ion of 46A Nulamara Avenue, Nulamara, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Stirling, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfill the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and I will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Stirling under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995.
Congratulations.
Councillor, I might just get you to stay there for a second. And I have thrown this on Councillor Iron. Councillor Iron is our newest councillor. She's our only new councillor, in fact, in our 42nd council. She's a long-term resident of Stirling and a business owner. She brings an incredible qualification list to this council and skill set as a qualified lawyer specialising in migration law and family mediation. I know she's extremely committed to improving our community outcomes. She's no stranger to this council. We've seen her around and we've heard her in our council chamber asking us the tough questions. Daniela, we really do look forward to working with you over the next 4 years. We congratulate you on an incredible election win. and we really hope you enjoy your time with this council and with us. I invite you if you'd like to say a couple of quick words.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, just I want to say thank you very much to all people who supported me during my campaign. It was a very tough campaign. It is fourth time when I try to be in, but praise God, today I'm in. It was a very hard work to do it, but I want to say thank you very much to my lovely husband and children. I'm sorry, I'm very emotional.
You've got to
But
be.
yes,
David should love the job.
yeah, yes, yes. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Councillor-elect Miss Suzanne Migdal, elected to the Lawley Ward.
I, Suzanne Migdal, of 105A Hayes Avenue in Yokine, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Stirling, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly, and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Stirling under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995.
There we are. Up there, yes.
Yep. Close enough.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Migdal. I do want to, as Councillor Migdal sits down, acknowledge her as the outgoing Deputy Mayor. We did it at the last council meeting, but it's appropriate. Approaching your third term now with probably one of the biggest election margins that in the history of the City of Stirling, with an 81% win in your ward. It shows incredible support by your community for the work you've done. I want to personally thank you for being my deputy for the last couple of years, the work you've done in performing those citizenship ceremonies most Wednesday nights and performing so many events out in the community when I can't be there, and just for having my back in general. Congratulations, Councillor Migdal. And last, but certainly not least, the incredible Councillor-elect Miss Teresa Olo, elected to the Osborne Ward.
I, Teresa Olo, of 11 Dickens Walk, Careen, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Stirling, declare that I take office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly, and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Stirling under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995.
Congratulations. Well done. That's okay. My wife saw you kissing me, that's okay.
Thank you, Freeman. If we can just round of applause for Freeman Fallonga. And as Councillor Olo takes a seat, I just want to acknowledge Councillor Olo. Honestly, I've never seen anyone as nervous during a campaign after their first term. The reason I mention that is I think it shows once someone has the ability to perform for their community over a period of time through their first term and see the benefit it has, it was evident during the campaign how much you wanted to continue doing it. And despite you being so concerned during your election, I know you're a bit of a worrywart with it. I think in the end what we saw was an incredible outpouring of community support, which was well deserved. So we congratulate you for that. Congratulations, everyone. Just before we do move on to the meeting, I'll just say a couple of quick words. This is it's a privilege for you all, for us all, to serve the community. We talk about it a lot. I think what's also evident that we do talk about a lot that sometimes the community don't hear is not only how much you value the community, but how much you value each other. And I want to acknowledge you as Team Stirling. We do talk about it between ourselves. You're elected to represent individuals in the community who want you to passionately advocate on their behalf. You're then thrown into this circus of a council where you have to actually ultimately not only advocate for them, but stay true to your own beliefs and then make a decision that's based on the interests of the whole of the district. It can be a challenge. And I think you carry out your duties extremely well under enormous pressure sometimes. If I can give you any advice, and particularly you, Councillor Iron, as you come onto council, is to stay true to your beliefs. Remember why you got on council that very first day. And I know we've got Councillor Proud and Councillor Reeve been on here for a couple of decades now. The reason I mention that, it's an incredible service to the community, but it's so important to remember what was that fire that ignited you to want to serve your community and spend all this time here away from your families, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday nights, and on the weekends at sporting clubs when you can't do stuff with your own family. Remember what that is and stay true to it. It'll keep you in good stead as you perform your duties on this council. There's pressure when you sit around this table to conform. You don't have to. Bring your values, bring your ideas, bring your skill sets from outside. And that all helps to enrich our incredible council. I actually had a big function here last night with a lot of members of different multicultural communities. And it was all about how they can serve their communities in the best way. And we talked about how council operates, and we talked about the diversity we see around this table. All of your different backgrounds that we, and I'm privileged to get to know you all on a more personal level. What makes you tick? What makes you make those decisions? Please remember all that. And above all, remember the oath you made tonight. Remember to be kind to each other, be kind to your families, be kind to the community. And of course, have fun, enjoy it. We spend way too much time in this chamber together. We spend way too much time with our officers not to get along and actually have some fun along the way. I wish you all the very best for your terms on council. We will now proceed to the business of our special council meeting. I declare the special meeting open at 6:46 p.m. I've received apologies for this evening from the Director of Corporate Services, Ms Ingrid Hawkins, Freeman David Boothman JP and Freeman Rod Constantine. There are no leaves of absence this evening and there are no declarations of interest. So we'll move on to item 5, which is the election of the Deputy Mayor. This is to be conducted by our CEO in accordance with Schedule 2.3, Division 2 of the Local Government Act of 1995. I will now hand over to the City CEO, Mr Stephen Roddick.
Thanks, Mr Mayor. Tonight, the election to the office of Deputy Mayor will be conducted using optional preferential voting and in accordance with the Local Government Act 1995. All nominations for the office of Deputy Mayor must be made to me in writing by completing the nomination form and handing the nomination form to me before the close of nominations. Councillors nominated must confirm, verbally or in writing, that they accept the nomination if they are nominated by another elected member. If there is more than one councillor nominated, an election will be conducted in accordance with the Local Government Act 1995. Ballot papers will be drawn up and the order of candidates on the ballot paper will be in surname alphabetical order in accordance with Regulation 11A of the Local Government Regulations 1998. I've already received nominations for the office of Deputy Mayor for the following councillors: Councillor Carlo Perkoff and Councillor Elizabeth Ray. Councillors, are there any other nominations? Okay, I'll give you one last chance. Anyone? If there are no further nominations, I hereby close the nominations for office of Deputy Mayor. At the close of nominations, I confirm I have received nominations for the office of Deputy Mayor from the following councillors: Councillor Carlo Perkoff and Councillor Elizabeth Ree. As there is more than one nomination, an election is to be conducted in accordance with the Local Government Act 1995. I will now request the City's governance team to prepare the ballot papers, noting that candidate names will be listed alphabetically. Once printed, the ballot papers will be authenticated by me. I will initial the back of each ballot. At that point, the live stream will be paused temporarily so that voting can be undertaken by secret ballot. For this election, optional preferential voting will be used as required by the Local Government Act 1995. Once elected members receive their ballot paper, they are to number the boxes in the order they wish to elect a candidate to the office of Deputy Mayor. You must write the number 1 in one of the boxes, and you may number multiple boxes. You do not need to write a number in all of the boxes. Please bring forward your completed ballot paper and place them in the ballot box on the table in front of me.
Just letting you know, the CEO is initialing the back of each ballot paper, so we know they are valid ballot papers.
Thanks for your patience. I have now initialed the back of each ballot, and the Manager of Governance will shortly hand them out. We will now pause the live stream to ensure that the votes being cast remain secret. So viewers at home, we will turn the live stream back on shortly, and we'll see you soon. Welcome back to the viewers at home. I confirm that all elected members have placed their votes in the City's ballot box. I would now like to call upon Freeman Vallelonga to oversee the counting of the votes. Thanks everyone for your patience. At the close of nominations, I declare that the names of the candidates in the City of Stirling Deputy Mayoral election were Councillor Carlo Perkoff and Councillor Elizabeth Ree. Following an election conducted in accordance with the Local Government Act 1995 and the counting of votes cast by elected members, I hereby declare Councillor Carlo Perkoff duly elected to the office of Deputy Mayor of the City of Stirling for a 2-year term expiring at the start of the first meeting of Council after the City's next ordinary election. Congratulations, Councillor Perkoff. I will now hand over to Mayor Mark Irwin.
Thank you, Mr. Roddick. This is quite funny. These we've got these booklets up here, and it's got all these permutations of what can happen. It's like, does anyone ever grow up with those books, like Finish Your Story book, and you had to keep moving? It's a bit like that, trying to move through this. Thank you, Mr. Roddick. I will now officiate the Deputy Mayor's declaration of office. Please come forward to the lectern, Deputy Mayor-elect Councillor Perkoff.
I, Carlo Perkoff of 105 Amelia Street, Balcatta, having been elected to the office of Deputy Mayor of the City of Stirling, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Stirling under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995.
Congratulations, Deputy Mayor Carlo Perkoff. Carlo, you've been a wonderful councillor. I'm sure council have seen the way you operate in our community. We joke about it sometimes. You're prolific is probably the best way to describe it. Your energy and enthusiasm as you coordinate community activities, work with our community, advocate on their behalf, and certainly your attitude inside council, your work ethic, and the way you, I guess, you know, you're part of the team and you always put Stirling first. It's to be congratulated. Again, a resounding election result which endorsed that, and again tonight council has endorsed that. I invite you if you'd like to say a few words.
Oh. Thank you, Mayor Irwin. I got no, look, it's my, thank you, Mayor Irwin. My colleagues know me with someone that, which I'm sort of short on words most of the time, but anyway. To Mayor Irwin, councillors, the executive, staff, family and friends, of course, in the gallery, I sincerely thank you all for putting your trust in me this evening. I spoke during my campaign about the journey to get to this point in time after 8 years, and this is another step. What's the journey of a successful modern day councillor all about? Well, I guess it's all about connecting to your community, your work rate and your dedication. Now, out there, we connect with the community, and in here we make those decisions which are shaped by public expectations. If you do that well, the community will absolutely appreciate it. I was born just down the road in Osborne Park Hospital, so I haven't moved very far, and I absolutely love the city of Stirling. My father said to me in 2016, said, forget about all the politics and all that other stuff. You know what's for you or what's for me, Dad? He goes, I think local government, council. And I went, oh, really? I sort of went over my head a little bit. So 18 months later, that dream came true, but my dad wasn't there to see it. Anyway, you know, my wish for this council is, and it always has been, to see all our ward councillors continue to build on, you know, what we should actually all be doing, and that's building on strength, experience, trust, and leadership. It is so important for us, and I speak for myself. I'm going to name drop here, Mr. Mayor. Myself and Councillor Hatton, we share the load. We share our duties, and that's how things get done around City of Stirling. That is really important, councillors. I hope you can take all that on board. Work hard, get together, and do what's best for this great city of Stirling. Once again, thank you all so much.
Congratulations again, Deputy Mayor. We'll now move on to the remainder of the meeting, starting with item 7, public question time. Are there any questions from the public relating to this meeting? Sure. Item 8, reports for consideration in accordance with clause 4.24 of the Meeting Procedures Local Law. We'll move on to 8.1. We're going to start with a really high-level item for the start of this new 42nd Council, and I'm going to ask you to look at the Council Chamber seating plan. Councillors, do I have a mover of a motion? Councillor Proud, what is your alternate motion?
I'm presuming everybody has attachment 2.
It's on the back, yep. It's on the screen. It's on the back of your agendas. No? Okay.
There's no screen.
It's on the back of mine. Anyway, explain it, Councillor Proud.
It is a mirror image split. All this row goes there in the same positions.
Thank you. Gives you a different view. You can.
Well, I'll move it and get a seconder, hopefully.
This is easy. We'll move it. Is there a seconder? Councillor Papard has seconded. Is there anyone opposed? Councillor Migdale, you're opposed? What?
Sorry, Mayor, can I foreshadow it with the same seating plan?
Sure. And I don't think we need to debate it. So what we'll do, Councillor Proud has suggested, guys, let's not start like this. we got a couple of years to get through, yeah? Councillor Proud has moved that we flip the seating plan. You will sit on the opposite sides of the chamber. It is an easy vote. If you wish to flip, you press yes. If you wish to stay where you are, say no, and then we'll have the foreshadowed, which is to remain where you are. We'll do it by a show of hands. How about that? No. Councillors, we have a mover of the motion. Move Councillor Proud, Councillor Papard. If you would like to flip the seating plan, please raise your hands. You're voting for it to flip. You're voting for it to flip it. Thank you. For, we have Councillor Criado, Councillor Papard, Councillor Giudice and Councillor Proud. Thank you. And against? Yep, put your hands up. If you're against, please, you do have to vote. Thank you. That motion is lost. We will now go to the foreshadowed motion. Councillor Migdale, the foreshadowed motion, you're putting that the officer's recommendation that they stay as they are. Is there a seconder for that motion? Councillor Kristovich. I will now put that one to the vote. Show of hands, please. All those for? Thank you. And against? Councillor Proud. Everyone has voted for it except Councillor Proud. That motion is carried. Stay where you are. Take it. That's as high level as it gets tonight, everyone. That does bring us to item 9, which is closure of the meeting. I close the special council meeting of the 42nd Council at 7:06 p.m. Thank you for your attendance. Congratulations once again to our new councillors.